Okay, now we are at the back of this. This is the retaining wall for the targets, and this place it will be we call the bunk of the firing range. So what will happen is that the fire will be at the front, and this wall will be is angled in a way that it's almost around almost 45 degrees at both ends. The other side of the wall has collapsed. So this is to contain the bullets to prevent from ricocheting everywhere. Okay, this range we are now at is actually a 30-yard range. It's about 28 meters. It's not very long. So probably it's just for the small rifle. This wall, I took the measurement, is roughly around 20-ish meters. Then the height probably I think also about 10 about 8-10 meters. So now we are currently going to be in front of the wall. We can see whether there's any traces of any the marks made by the bullets. Because I believe they use during the 1800s, which is they're using those ball bearing type of bullets, and also because the map is marked here as in the 1941. I think they're also using those like maybe the Lee Enfields rifles. So we probably can take a look, see whether we can find anything there. Now we are at the front of the target wall. As you can see, there's a lot of potholes made by bullets. This is a very clear evidence. The target will be around this here, so the bullets will penetrate through and hit the walls. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of pot marks. These are all the bullet holes, and probably this is a high explosive shell. You can see it just got ripped off, whole chunk of it, and there's many of it. And over here you can see this actually this wall actually are painted in white, as evident from here. Right here we have a collapsed section of the wall. As you can see clearly, the words here say Alexandra, and a lot of people may thought this is the Alexandra brickwork, which is not. This brickwork was actually established around the late 30s. It's actually at the junction of Labrador Road and Pasir Panjang Road. It's where today the Arc, the shopping centre, is. So this is clearly shows that all those fortifications that are built within this area, like in Labrador, Pasir Panjang, and here, are all fired. The bricks are all fired at the same location. So this is another evidence of the age of this wall. Now we are back at this fire trench where all the fires will be firing at the bunk over there. So they are basically almost 45 degrees over there. We are now standing. Normally when we're firing, we'll be firing straight ahead. But our target wall and the ballistic wall was actually that side. So the fire will be firing literally 45 degrees. So what I'm now trying to find out is there any more extension over this side? Apparently to me, what I see from here, there's no traces of any concrete walls like this, which could be which could indicate that there will be another section of this trench. As you can see, the construction of this trench is very interesting. They have this iron. These are the iron. They have the iron roof here, plus the concrete, and it's pretty simple, simple trench where it's around like 2 meters high. So although you can see some collapsed concrete here, there might be another similar trench over on this side, because there's still some extension here which is made of like granite. So you can see the nature has reclaimed. The soil is almost this high. Probably the wall for the other side of the trench was collapsed and got buried, because you can see the height. If the roof is down, there will be the stump here. So the stump will roughly inside the soil already. So my conclusion is it could be they're firing straight. There's another retaining wall there in front of us, 30 meters ahead. Around 30 meters ahead. And it's collapsed, or they are firing about 45 degrees. Okay, so just now when I came back from taking a measurement from the ballistic wall all the way to the trench, it's around 28.5 meters. So it's roughly around 30 yards where it's indicated on the map. As you can see, there's a lot of there's one hole here, which I believe could be they use for the candles or the lantern recess, because firearms is flammable. So at that time, probably because this camp was built in the early 1800s, so this range had been marked in the 1800s map. So probably in the early days, before there's even electricity, so they'll be using oil lamps, lanterns, and candles. So for this size, it's probably a small candle where they just lit up at night to do their stuff here. And as you can come away and see, this is the remaining. This is where they will hang probably their equipments, probably their parts of their uniforms or bearings, everything over here, or their helmets also. Maybe their helmets also. So yeah, this is very simple. It's a very simple trench. As a typical British marking colors, you can see it's white and black. There'll be white and black. This is a latrine. It can be used both as a latrine or it can use as a store also. Probably there'll be metal walls here, and it's all gone over the years. Okay, it's around 2 point. Okay, with most of the wall, right, it's around 1.9, 1.95. About 1.15, so it's about 2 meters. So the space is about 2 meters by 2 meters by 1.4 meters. So it's 2 by 1.5, around 2 by 1.5. Quite a comfortable small space for latrine, and probably stores. It could be instead of being using, because sometimes when they mark on the map, you probably will not actually use as what is marked on the map. And you can see evidence of wooden planks. Probably will be some stores for maybe for the range. Maybe this is where they store the target boards. It can be a target board stores, which will be much more easier for them to access to. And you can see this lot wooden pieces here, and here the wooden pieces here. Maybe it's not really a latrine because the walls are quite thick. If this is a 45 door, it's quite thick lah. Because it doesn't make sense to have such a huge recess just only for a small door also. It was around like flush with the exterior wall also. So it's pity that here's are all gone. Because normally they will have stencil here. If there's anything, if it's a store or anything, like they'll still have a stencil here. Like we see like Serapong, Silosos, and Imbia. They'll probably give you a clue what is.
I think it's because when we first came in, we already spotted this trench. So it's not as tough as I thought it would be. Because as compared to the last time that I went to the Sunan Jinja at the Marichi, there was like really lots of bashing. So this is actually, I think it's okay.